All right, grade sixes, we're going to be looking today at ratio tables. So in order to do that, we're just going to look at the gray section of your Jump Math books on page 119 here. I'll read it out for you. Mark makes orange paint by mixing 1 cup of red paint for every 3 cups of yellow paint. He records the number of cups in a ratio table. In a ratio table, we multiply the numbers in the first row by the same number to get another row. We saw this a little bit yesterday when we were making equivalent fractions, but sorting it in a table can help us clarify maybe some of our confusion. So what Mark mixed was 1 cup of red and 3 cups of yellow. So in order to get, let's say he wanted to make more paint than just 4 cups of paint. So altogether here, he's got 4 cups of paint. If he wanted to make more than that, he could create a ratio table, which allows him to figure out how much of each kind of paint to add. So we talked about the comparison between fractions and ratios. And in order to find equivalent ratios, we have to multiply both of the numbers by the same number, and then we get an equivalent ratio. It's just a little bit larger. So if we multiply 1 by 2, we get 2. And if we multiply 3 by 2, we get 6. So altogether, we'd have 8 cups of paint, 2 of which would be red, and 6 would be yellow. We could continue on this ratio table. The next number found would be multiplying that first number by 3, and the next number in this row would be found by multiplying again the first number by 3. So we get 3 to 9. And then the last one is multiplying the first number again by 4. We get 4. And 3 by 4 as well, we get 12. So in this particular case, we'd get a total of 16 cups of paint. So depending on how much paint you wanted, would depend on the ratio of red to yellow paint. So number 2 here is asking you to use skip counting or multiplication to complete the tables. The first one is done for you. You have to identify what is done in the table already and then what you need to do next. So just looking at the first one for you, the ratio is 4 to 1. So we put the number 4 in the first column and 1 in the second column. In order to get the 8 to 2, what they did was multiplied the 4 by 2 and also the 1 by 2. To get a 12 to 3 ratio, we multiplied the 4 by 3 and the 1 by 3. And finally, in order to get the 16 to 4 ratio, we multiplied the 4 by 4 to get 16 and also the 1 by 4 to get 4. So in the next one here, again, the ratio is told to us at 1 to 2. So 1 goes in the first column, 2 goes in the second column. The next numbers down are found by multiplying by 2. The next numbers down we're going to find by multiplying, again, the first numbers by 3. So we'd get a 3 to 6 ratio. And then multiplying the first numbers by 4, we get a 4 to 8 ratio. So you can go ahead and complete all of those from number 2. Now number 3 is asking you to find the missing numbers in the ratio table. So here, they're not necessarily going in a particular order, but you are asked to find what this number is. So you look at the ratio 2 to 7, you find out what has been done to 2 to get 6. Well, we've multiplied 2 by 3 to get 6, so we also have to multiply 7 by 3 to get 21, and then that will be our missing number. Okay, it gets a little bit more complicated as we get on here. The bonus question is asking us to find out what is this original ratio. Based on these ratios here, how could we find out what the missing number is here? So we can look at division perhaps. So 12 divided by 2 gives us 6. And so 10 divided by 2 would give us 5. So the original ratio was a 6 to 5 ratio. So we either use multiplication or division in order to complete the ratio tables. So look on Edsby for the questions that you're assigned for your homework, and there will be a submission today into your Google folder with some work from your Jump Math book. So check Edsby for further instructions.